Welcome back. You're watching Overdrive. What exciting times we live in. There's a new brand that is all set to enter into the Indian market. It is British in nature but has Chinese parentage. We went all the way to Shanghai in China to find out more about MGMOTOR.
When you have a whole boatload of new and exciting Chinese cars to drive from the largest auto manufacturer in China, where do you go? Well, everybody comes to the Guangdi Proving Grounds just outside of Shanghai to test them. And that's exactly what we've done. What I have with me is the ERX5 made by a company called RO. It's a subsidiary of SAIC, the parent company of MG Motors, which is coming to India. Is this coming to India? Well, that's a slightly tough question to answer because this is a pure electric model. It's called the EV400 and it's a top spec model that comes with a whole bunch of gizmos and features, and the best part is it has a 48 kilowatt hour battery which can be 80% charged in just 40 minutes. Those specs sound impressive. We are going to drive this, we are going to drive other EVs, and we're going to drive IC engined cars just to see what MG Motors could bring to India.
Well, it might. Before we get to what their first product will be, which is slightly more complicated, MGMOTOR has confirmed its second product for India will be a pure EV probably in 2020. Perhaps like the RO ERX5 here. It's a handsome, well-proportioned SUV with well-crafted interiors. We didn't get to drive this one too much, but we did get a longer taste of another pure EV. The second model competing for speculation on MG Motors' second launch is the stunning RO Marvel X. While the name doesn't leave much room as to what it's been inspired by, the styling is quite conventional for an SUV that runs purely on electricity. This ride quality is otherwise complemented by a responsive powertrain and eager handling. We've been told that any product from SAIC's portfolio can be the base for creating a made-for-India package, and that the DNA of MG Motor will be incorporated in it before it comes to India.
While we are not sure which car MG Motors is going to bring to India, we do know that their first one will be an SUV. Is it this, the MG HS, or no? What we do know is that it will be conventionally powered, so it will have a petrol engine choice and it will have a diesel. This is a 2-liter petrol mated to a 6-speed automatic, and we're here to figure out just how well the powertrain works. It may not be the total sum of the parts that come to India, but what MG Motors is trying to do is cherry pick the best.
The HS is brand new for MG and gives a great idea of what to expect in terms of styling of future MG products. A large chrome frame grille with an inset diamond-studded pattern leads the face. A throwback to previous gen MGs is seen in the semicircle headlight elements. If there's one thing we'd like to see carried over to the India spec car, it's these absolutely beautiful, simplistic interiors. The HS drives well too, with the 2-liter proving strong and smooth, the in-house 6-speed DCT intuitive, and the dynamics very well sorted. Similarly well sorted is the hybrid EMG6 sedan. It's a great handler with direct steering and minimal body movements. That's probably down to its hybrid batteries. The powertrain offered just a hint of lag, but more than made up for it with great torque. The large 12-inch all-digital instrumentation is something we'd hope to see on the first Indian MG. Unfortunately, we don't see the scope for a hybrid given the government's stance on them. We believe MG Motors' first SUV will be based on the Baojun 530. A large C-segment SUV, it will be almost as big as the Skoda Kodiaq, with a 7-seat version planned as well. Unfortunately, it wasn't lined up for us to drive. The overall feeling we've come away with is of surprisingly plush and premium feeling cars, bursting at the seams of their superb leather interiors with technology. Not to mention that they all felt exceedingly well put together, a complete departure from the preconceived notions we all not so secretly harbor about China-made vehicles. These are cars that can compete favorably with the Hyundais, Hondas and Fords of the world. If this was any indication of what we can expect from MG Motor in India, the future looks bright indeed.
The